Have you ever found yourself in a city that just keeps surprising you, turn after turn? Well, welcome to Salem, Oregon, a capital city where vibrant history and wild nature exist side by side. Did you know Salem is called the most Oregon part of Oregon? From urban adventures to waterfall wonderlands, today we're diving deep, beyond the usual tourist checklist, into the top 10 things to do in Salem, Oregon, plus 2 bonus gems you won't want to miss. Stick around for secret travel tips, stories from the past, and a taste of everything Salem has to offer. Let's get exploring. Whether you're dreaming of family fun, outdoor escapes, foodie finds, or cultural encounters, you're in for a treat. I'm Adam, and this is Destination Deca. Hit that subscribe button and notification bell, because we don't just scratch the surface. We dig into what makes each destination unforgettable. Ready? Let's jump right in, starting with a riverside adventure at number 10. Number 10. Riverfront City Park. Smack dab in the heart of downtown lies Salem's Riverfront City Park, a true urban oasis and gathering place often dubbed Salem's living room. With 26 acres of open space hugging the Willamette River, this park's story is one of transformation. Once industrial land belonging to Boise Cascade's paper plant, visionaries and city leaders turned a factory plot into a landscape everyone can enjoy. Now, lawns, paths, and plazas host locals and visitors year-round. But Riverfront Park offers more than pretty river views. Start your adventure with the Riverfront Carousel, an absolute community favorite. Opened in 2001 thanks to hundreds of volunteers carving, painting, and assembling more than 40 whimsical animals. This carousel is much more than a kid's ride. It's a piece of living art. There are stories behind many of the animals, often donated or sponsored in memory of loved ones, making each ride steeped in local charm. Fun fact: more than 3.7 million people have enjoyed a spin since it opened. It's also the site of countless parties, proposals, and community events. Look out for Carousel Bash at Halloween and Santa's arrival by train after Thanksgiving. Next, stroll over to the iconic Eco-Earth Globe, where you can walk around a giant hand-tiled earth sculpture. A favorite for photos and a subtle reminder of Salem's commitment to sustainability. There's also the Jerry Frank Rotary Amphitheater for summer concerts and events, a splash pad for warm days, and a dock where you can board the Willamette Queen sternwheeler for river tours. Travel tip: weekends can get busy, especially during festivals like the World Beat or summer movies in the park. Parking is limited, so plan ahead or park downtown and walk in. For families, couples, and solo explorers, Riverfront City Park feels like both a retreat and a launchpad for Salem's riverfront adventure. Number 9. Gilbert House Children's Museum. If you've got kids, or you're a kid at heart, the Gilbert House Children's Museum is a must. Nestled next to Riverfront Park, this non-profit spot is a hands-on wonderland built on the playful and inventive spirit of A.C. Gilbert, a Salem native, Olympic gold medalist, and inventor of the famous erector set. Spread across historic Victorian-era houses and a massive outdoor discovery area, the museum invites children to climb, build, tinker, and create. Here, the focus isn't just on do not touch, it's touch everything. Explore science, engineering, art, and nature in themed rooms. Try out the Power Tower, create wild bubbles in Bill's Bubble Factory, play vet with plush animals, or climb through a 4-story maze outside. Fun fact: the outdoor discovery area is a 20,000 square foot dreamscape inspired by the erector set with bridges, slides, and tunnels. It's considered one of the best outdoor playgrounds in the Pacific Northwest. Travel tip: best for kids ages 2 to 12, but teen siblings often get swept up in the fun too. For rainy days, the indoor play areas are a lifesaver. The museum is disability inclusive and offers resources for sensory processing needs. Bonus: bring lunch. The park next door is perfect for a picnic between adventures. Don't miss their rotating art and science workshops, a great reason for repeat visits if you're in town for a few days. Number 8. Oregon State Capitol. No visit to Salem is complete without stepping onto the hallowed grounds of the Oregon State Capitol. Not only is it the seat of Oregon's government, but the building itself is a National Historic Landmark, a gleaming symbol of democracy and civic pride. Here's some backstory. The current capital, completed in 1938 after its predecessor burned down, is a striking Art Deco masterpiece with a modern twist. Unlike your typical domed capital, Oregon's is capped with a cylindrical drum and crowned with the gold-leafed Oregon Pioneer statue, a beacon for miles. Fun fact: locals affectionately call him the Gold Man, and you can see him glinting even on cloudy days. Inside, find murals chronicling Oregon's earliest years, from pioneer trails to Lewis and Clark's journey, and intricate marble work that reflects both grandeur and restraint, the hallmark of its time. The building and grounds also serve as a living memorial to Oregon's governors, lawmakers, and visionaries. The Capitol Mall is famous for spring cherry blossoms. Plan a visit in late March or early April for a pink and white floral show that brings out crowds of locals and photographers alike. Travel tip: as of summer 2025, the Capitol is undergoing extensive renovation for accessibility and seismic upgrades. Parts of the building or certain tours may be temporarily closed, but you can always take a self-guided tour of the grounds, view the Liberty Bell replica, or visit the lush Wilson Park and Walk of Flags adjacent to the building. Number 7. Enchanted Forest, ready for pure quirky, magical fun? Let's head 10 minutes south of Salem to Turner, home of the legendary Enchanted Forest, Oregon's beloved family-run theme park. Step through the gates and be transported. Storybook Lane's winding forest paths lead to larger-than-life renditions of your favorite childhood tales. From Alice in Wonderland's rabbit hole to Humpty Dumpty, crooked houses, and dragon caves. Every sculpture here was hand-built by founder Roger Toft, who opened the park in 1971. The Toft family still operates it today, pouring heart and soul, and a lot of cement, into their storybook creations. Of course, there's plenty more than just photo ops. Enchanted Forest's rides, while nostalgia-driven and not high-tech, are full of charm. Ice Mountain Bobsled, a surprisingly thrilling coaster for all ages. Big Timber Log Ride. Watch out for the splash finale. Challenge of Monder. Blast targets in a fantasy-themed dark ride. Haunted House, much spookier than the Disney version. Don't miss the old European village, the western town, Toftville, comedy performances in the outdoor amphitheater, or the magical fantasy fountains light and water show, set to music composed by Toft's daughter. Travel tips: rides require additional tickets on top of entry. Plan ahead if you want to ride everything. The park operates seasonally, March to September, so check dates before planning a trip. Weekdays or early mornings are best to avoid crowds, especially in summer. It's built on hilly forest terrain. Wear good walking shoes. Outside food is allowed, so bring a picnic or enjoy the park's pizza and snacks. Number 6. Elsinore Theater. If Salem has a crown jewel of culture, it's the Elsinore Theater. Since 1926, this architectural marvel, modeled after Shakespeare's Elsinore Castle, has enchanted locals and travelers alike with its grand live performances, silent films, and vibrant community events. Step inside, and you'll be swept away by its Tudor Gothic design, Povey Brothers stained glass, faux stonework, and a mighty Wurlitzer organ, restored to recreate the atmospheric theater experience of the 1920s. In its heyday, the Elsinore hosted everything from vaudeville acts and big band shows to live radio broadcasts. Fun fact: legendary stars like Clark Gable, Gregory Peck, and Itzhak Perlman have graced its stage, and in the 1930s, the local Mickey Mouse Club packed its seats with singing, dancing children. Almost lost to urban development in 1980, the Elsinore was saved by a passionate grassroots effort, restored with millions raised by the community. Travel tip: take the guided historic tour for behind-the-scenes stories, or check their calendar for must-see performances. And don't miss the hand-painted murals and balcony view. They're pure old Hollywood magic. Number 5. Downtown Salem. No list would be complete without a stroll through downtown Salem. Here, the city's heart beats loudest, blending old with new, historic buildings, modern eateries, quirky shops, local breweries, and colorful public art on every corner. Take a self-guided historic walking tour to discover sites like the Reed Opera House, a 19th-century gem now home to boutiques, barbers, bakers, and eateries. or sample flavors from farm-to-table bistros, food trucks, and international cafes. Salem's dining scene is famously vibrant. Explore the alleys for murals, or hit up the Saturday market for fresh produce, crafts, and live music. Families will love dropping by Riverfront Park for a midday break, while fans of craft beer and wine should seek out local tasting rooms and tap rooms. Downtown also boasts the city's ever-growing events calendar, cultural festivals, art crawls, live music pop-ups, and more. Check out window displays or the city's event boards to see what's happening. Even on a quick day trip, there's something new to discover. Travel tip. Many attractions, Riverfront Park, Gilbert House, Elsinore Theater, are within easy walking distance. Public garages offer free parking on weekends. And if you visit in spring, look for blooming cherry trees along the Capitol Mall, a hidden photo spot. Number 4. Minto Brown Island Park. Craving some wilderness in the middle of the city? Minto Brown Island Park is Salem's largest green space and a haven for outdoor lovers. 19. Stretching over 1,200 acres of forests, wetlands, and meadows along the Willamette River, this park truly feels wild. There are over 19 miles of interconnected trails, perfect for walking, running, biking, and birdwatching. Bring binoculars, as this is a hot spot for bald eagles, herons, and beavers. Families can picnic, kids can run wild in open fields or playgrounds, and dog owners will be thrilled with one of Oregon's biggest off-leash areas. The park's contemporary story began as merged islands post-1861 floods, then farmland, then landfill, and, finally, an ecologically rich urban refuge. 19. Conservation efforts mean native plants, wildlife, and seasonal wildflowers thrive here. Travel tip. Entering is easy via trailheads at main parking lots, but for an epic city adventure, cross the Peter Courtney pedestrian bridge from Riverfront Park. You'll get awesome river views and access to both parks. Spring and early summer offer wildflower displays. In fall, the foliage lights up with color. Wear durable shoes. Flooding can affect inner trails in late winter or spring. For a perfect Salem day, combine Riverfront Park, the Willamette Queen Riverboat Ride, and a Minto Brown hike. Number 3. Willamette Heritage Center. Step back in time at the Willamette Heritage Center, one of Salem's most enriching and immersive historical sites. Set on a leafy 5-acre campus, the WHC preserves historic buildings, including the 19th-century Thomas K. Woolen Mill, Oregon's oldest wooden frame homes, a church, and pioneer-era parsonage. Tour the mill to see Industrial Revolution-era looms and learn how the K family, and later, the famous Pendleton Woolen Mills, helped shape the valley's textile industry. Exhibits feature textile machinery, local artifacts, and stories from Salem's earliest days, Native American culture, missionary arrivals, Oregon Trail journeys, and the city's rise as an industry and immigration hub. Special bonus. The center also houses artisan shops, event venues, and artist studios. Families can take educational classes, see sheep shearing demonstrations, or check out seasonal festivals like Magic at the Mill in December, a holiday light spectacular. Number 2. Santiam Brewing. When in Salem, do as the locals do, grab a pint. Santiam Brewing stands out not just as one of the best breweries in the city, but as a homey British-style pub with community spirit bubbling over 25. Founded with inspiration from classic English public houses, Santiam offers a delicious menu packed with British favorites, fish and chips, bangers and mash, savory pies, and Scotch eggs, plus American standbys for your burger fix. Many dishes are made from scratch, with some ingredients sourced directly from the UK, including marrowfat peas and Heinz beans. The brewery itself creates a diverse lineup, from traditional cask ales to stouts, European lagers, and creative American brews. Santiam is more than food and drink, it's a social hub. Catch Timbers FC soccer matches, join trivia or open mic night, or relax on the heated patio. The pub draws a mix of expats, locals, and visitors looking for authentic flavors and friendly conversation. Number 1. Silver Falls State Park. Drumroll please. Number 1 on our countdown, and for good reason, is the spectacular Silver Falls State Park, a natural wonder just 40 minutes from downtown Salem. They call this the crown jewel of Oregon state parks, and you'll see why the moment you enter. It's home to the legendary Trail of 10 Falls, a moderate 7.2-mile loop hike where you'll pass, and sometimes walk behind, a series of 10 breathtaking waterfalls thriving through forested canyons. South Falls, the tallest at 177 feet, is a bucket list spot and accessible even on a short walk from the main parking lot. Silver Falls isn't just for hardcore hikers. Walk the easy rim trails for dog-friendly options, take a quick family walk to Upper North Falls, or relax at day-use areas with picnic tables, playgrounds, and horseshoe pits. History buffs will love the 1930s Civilian Conservation Corps built South Falls Lodge, now a cafe, souvenir shop, and interpretive center. In spring, the waterfalls are at peak power. In fall, the forests blaze with color. And in summer, it's paradise for camping, horseback riding, or just unwinding in the fresh air. Cell phone service can be spotty. Download maps ahead of time and bring water, snacks, and a rain jacket just in case. Travel tips. The park charges a $5 day-use parking fee. Annual passes are available if you plan to visit other Oregon state parks. Arrive early on weekends, parking lots fill up fast. Camping and cabins are available but book early. Fun fact: Silver Falls started as a town, Silver Falls City, with stores, hotels, and sawmills, before collaborative efforts in the 1930s turned it into the glorious park it is now. Look for interpretive signs noting its history as you wander the trails. For photographers, sunrise and sunset shots beneath waterfalls are unbeatable. For kids, the nature play area at the new North Canyon Day Use Area is a hit. And for everyone, take your time, this park is a Pacific Northwest legend. Bonus Place 1. Deepwood Museum and Gardens. If you love historic homes and garden strolls, Deepwood Museum and Gardens will capture your heart. This Queen Anne-style home, built in 1894, tells stories of Salem's most influential early families. The interior features period furnishings, artisan stained glass windows, and clothing displays from Victorian times. But the real magic is outside. 4 acres of English-style gardens designed by Elizabeth Lord and Edith Shriver, the Northwest's first female-owned landscape architecture firm. Wander geometric hedges, rose borders, and hidden garden rooms, or take a guided house tour to appreciate whimsical details and learn the story of Deepwood's rescue from demolition in 1968 by local volunteers. Bonus Place 2. Bush's Pasture Park. Our second bonus stop is another of Salem's beloved green spaces. Bush's Pasture Park, a sprawling 90-acre park mixing botanical beauty, sports, and history right in the city center. Here you'll find open meadows, centuries-old Oregon white oaks and wild camas fields, tennis courts, playgrounds, picnic areas, and the city's only soapbox derby track. The crown jewel is the Rose Garden with over 2,000 bushes, a riot of color in summer months. Phew, what a journey! From waterfalls and wild parks to whimsical carousels and tasty brews, Salem, Oregon, is truly a treasure chest waiting to be explored. Whether you're road tripping with family or day tripping from Portland, these destinations promise fun, inspiration, and memories you'll talk about for years. If you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment below. What's your favorite Salem experience, or what are you most excited to visit? Have tips to share with fellow travelers? Drop them in the comments. I love hearing from you and sharing more travel wisdom. Want more Pacific Northwest adventures? Click on one of the videos popping up on your screen right now, and let's keep traveling together. Thanks for joining me, Adam, on Destination Deca. Until next time, stay curious, keep wandering, and happy travels.